There was a moment I looked in the mirror. I didn't even recognize the man staring back at me. On the outside, I was functioning, smiling when I had to, pretending I had things under control, but inside I was dying. I didn't know it then, but my life was headed straight for destruction. And there was one simple prayer, one honest cry that changed everything. I used to think I was strong. I thought I could handle life on my own terms, chasing success, pleasure, and control. But the truth was, I was miserable. I was depressed, angry, bitter. Alcohol became my escape. It helped me forget, at least for a little while, but the next morning, the same pain was right there waiting, stronger than before. I was drowning in worry, anxiety, and regret. I pushed people away. I lived in scarcity, always afraid I'd lose everything, and I almost did. Twice I was on the edge of financial ruin. I'd stare at the ceiling at night, sick with fear, wondering how it all went terribly wrong. But what hurt the most wasn't the money or the stress. It was the emptiness, the loneliness, that sense that no matter what I tried, peace was always just out of reach. I had all the noise of life, but no life in me. And then one moment, it all came crashing down. I remember sitting alone, lights off, heart pounding, surrounded by the silence I'd been running from for years, and for the first time, I saw the truth. I was the problem. Not my job, not other people, not my circumstances. Me, my pride, my anger, my choices. I had built my own prison, one drink, one lie, one selfish decision at a time. And in that moment, I realized I couldn't fix it. I couldn't save myself. I was done pretending I was strong. And that's when I whispered the only words I could find. God, I surrender. Please help me. And that was it. No fancy words, no perfect prayer, just desperation. I can't do this anymore. I've tried everything and I'm losing myself. And in that moment, something happened. And it wasn't lightning or thunder, but I felt peace. For the first time in years, the noise in my head stopped. I didn't know what came next. I didn't have a plan, but I knew this. God had heard me, and He wasn't done with me yet. That one prayer became the start of a completely new life. Things didn't change overnight. I still had to face consequences. I still had to rebuild my life one day at a time. But little by little, the depression began to lift. The anger started to fade. I began to forgiving myself and others. God started healing things I didn't even know were broken. My relationships changed. My habits changed. My heart changed. And for the first time, I knew what peace felt like. Not the fake kind that comes from a bottle or a bank account, but the real kind that comes from surrender. He took my hopelessness. He gave me purpose. He took my chaos and gave me clarity. I used to live in fear of losing everything. Now I have gratitude because I've already gained the only thing that truly matters. And if you're watching this right now and you feel like your life has fallen apart, I've been there. I know what it's like to feel hopeless, to think you've gone too far or messed up too much. But listen, it's not too late. One honest prayer can change everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't even have to be ready. Just be honest. Say, God, if you're real, help me. That's all it takes. I'm living proof. My name is Trey. This is my story, the moment my life was headed for destruction and the one prayer that changed everything.